Back at home, hosting Kansas City tomorrow. How's the team navigating preparations for this match?
Yeah, overall good. Good vibes, good training environment. So yeah, I think overall players are ready to, play a very tough game. But we're excited. Last home game. We feel very confident and good about the game.
Thank you for that. We'll go with Dustin. Go ahead.
Hey Fabrice, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Hey, just one goal scored for you guys in your last 3 matches. What have you seen offensively in possession? Just different areas that you guys can improve in that aspect.
Yeah, I mean, I think some of it is also due to our pressing and counter pressing. A lot of our chances have been created from those moments. The other piece is just decision in the final third. If you look at last game, we had 46 attacking third entries and only 6 box entries. So the issue is not getting in the attacking third. It was just the quality. So we looked at a little bit of that. A lot of it is, we call it nonverbal communication, but just like communicating with your eyes and just seeing what the pictures are, what spaces to exploit. The other piece is the runs, dynamic runs either in the box to get in, let's say, the assist zone, or even when we get into those areas, dynamic runs to get on the end of crosses. So yeah, we have to be a lot better in those areas, and so those are a couple things leading into this week.
Yeah, I know Paige talked about it yesterday, but you guys have been working on box defending. A team like Kansas City, so dynamic, they have so many good attackers. You know, is there a way to slow them down? I guess not without giving your game plan or anything, but how do you kind of keep them at bay?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at a lot of the goals that they score is either from their set out of possession shape, they turn you over inside, and then they transition going forward. So everyone knows that. The other piece that they do, if you look at the second Gotham goal, they try to play a little bit long, miss clearance, or trying to bring it down from a center back, and then they pick it off and then they go. So if you look at it, a lot of it is not necessarily their in possession build up structure. So it's not like it's a very easy, like, all right, this is how we defend them, and yes, we go over that, but it's more the transition moments, right? Or it's like the mistake from our line. So just being really, when those long balls come in, just being very either secure with your decision, whether it's a clearance, whether it's really connecting to the next player in front of you, and then quickly playing out, because they love to counter press on that. So that would be the piece, and then obviously defending transition in our box, right? So just max sprinting, urgency to get in the box, all those good things.
And I know you talked about it after the game. It was a difficult loss, but you feel like you guys have made a lot of progress this season from in so many areas. This Kansas City team, best team in the league, they just won the Shield. Is this kind of a measuring stick for you guys, a benchmark? How do you kind of see this matchup with them in the grand scheme of things?
Yeah, look, I see it as a great challenge. I see it as, I think how you finish anything is really, really important. And so regardless, I know there's still things at play and stuff, but I think for us, it's just seeing a real positive response. Getting on the score sheet, I know they're very hard to score against, but getting on the score sheet I think will be huge for us. And just starting on the front foot. So yeah, it's a big game, but I think it's also, if we can have a really positive result in performance, I think there's a lot of positives to take away for sure.
And you mentioned it just last game at Shell Energy Stadium for you guys this season. Just a message that you have for the fans. I know you talked about the improvement and how the team has done this season, but just a message for the fans who have stuck with you guys this season.
Yeah, first of all, just thank you. Thank you for your support. I know it's been a hard just few years in general, and so I think it always means something when they're out there, and just even connecting with the fans afterwards and how much it means to them. It definitely inspires us and motivates us. So I would just say thank you to them, and I would also say for them to know, like, hey, we're really on the road to, I think, long-term success, and so we're excited about the future. So I think for them to continue hoping and being inspired by what we're doing behind the scenes, because I do think we're in a real positive direction.
Thanks, Fabrice. Best of luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
City Current, how have y'all been navigating preparations for that match?
Yeah, I think obviously it's always fun to play the top team in the league. And after last game, we were really disappointed. And again, we're trying to build something for the future. And I think throughout the season, we've been building block by block. And this is another chance to put a block in and hopefully take down a top team. I think we're focusing really on ourselves and what we do well in our areas of weaknesses right now, which is defending our box and being more dangerous in our attacking box. And I think when we focus and get better on those things, it shouldn't matter what team we play. But yeah, we're super stoked. They're obviously a super hard side to play, and training's been super intense. Yeah, we're gonna be ready for whatever, anything.
Thank you for that, Paige. We'll turn over to questions. Dustin, go ahead.
Hey Paige, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
You talked about it a little bit, but Kansas City winning the Shield, one of the best teams in the league. They're so dynamic offensively. What kind of challenges do they present for you guys on defense?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Tama Chewinga's very fast. It's super, like, as a team, if you have that as a threat, it's really hard because you have to drop a little earlier as a back line, and then it can open up space for someone like Bia. I don't know her last name. I call her Bia, the 9, who can hold the ball up really well if you do give them that space in front of you. So I think, and then Michelle Cooper on the right really gets wide and crosses in. And then they have 10s, Lola Bonta, Dabinia, that run through the seams. So they're so dynamic, but it'll take a lot of communication and physical battles, even off the ball, like making sure they don't go into spaces that they want to go into before, even if they're not involved in the play, because they always pick up second balls. They go quick, and you have to be ready all over the field defensively. So yeah, it's going to take a lot of talk, communication, and hopefully we can possess the ball a little bit more so we don't have to defend as much.
Yeah, and I know you guys still have a chance at the playoffs, but getting to play a team like Kansas City, and if you could beat them or get a result against them, what does that say for you guys? Is that something you guys talk about in the locker room, getting to play, one of these top teams and see how you guys measure up against them?
Yeah, we haven't really talked much about it. I think we know that we can be a top team. I think it's going to take a little longer and to zone in on quality football, not just energetic football, I guess. So we don't really pay attention to if someone's first or because on any given day in this particular league, the 14th team can beat number 1. That's the quality of this league, and but it is still fun playing one of the best teams in the league. Yeah.
And I wanted to ask you about one of your teammates, Liz Beardsley, got called up to the U23 U.S. camp. I know a lot of fans haven't maybe got to see her play as much behind Abby and Jane, but you get to see her in practice and stuff. What does that mean for her, and what can you tell us about her growth this season?
Well, I didn't know that, and I'm super stoked for her, so I'm going to run out of here and give her a huge hug after that. That's amazing. She's probably one of the nicest, most humble human beings I've ever met. She brings everyone a smile on their face every single day. She's been a workhorse for the goalkeeper union. They talk about how important it is to back each other up, cheer each other on, and just outwork one another, outcompete, like to be the best. And Jane and Abby nonstop say how amazing Liz has been for them, and she's performed definitely on the field. She's still super young, but she's made great saves and is getting a lot more confident on the ball. So couldn't be more stoked for her. That's exciting.
Yeah, and I know this is your first full season with the Dash. You came last year, but kind of looking back, you talked about it a little bit, but building blocks from where this team was last year. You guys, I think, have arguably done a lot of building and growth under Angela and Fabrice. How exciting is that as you finish up this season and you see kind of what you guys are putting in place for the future?
Yeah, it's super exciting. I know, like, people didn't see everything that we went through last year, but we went through a lot. To see the growth as just an organization, starting with the staff, the coaching group, and then the players, bringing in new players and having some of the old players that helped build this new squad. I think I'm super proud of the group, and this is just a very small step in what you're gonna see hopefully in the next couple of years. Yeah, it's night and day different. I actually can sleep well. I can have a smile on my face. Last year was tough.
I definitely hear that. This last one, it's the home finale for you guys. Getting to play in front of the home fans, I know is always exciting for you guys. But just a message for the fans who have been with you guys this season through all that growth and improvement that you guys have had.
Yeah, just thank you to all the fans for continuing to show up. You guys don't know how how important it is. Sorry, I'm really dehydrated. How important it is to cheer us on. I think, we need a little more fans, but the ones that are there cheer super loud. We feel the love, and we want to give back soon and get into the playoffs. And yeah.